white rose. Falcone's symbol.
A red rose after tonight.
That's the most heavily guarded door in the building.
Gotta be Falcone's hideout.
Well, it won't be as easy as ringing the doorbell.
4 armed guards. Stealth not an option. I'll put together a plan of attack. Stand by. Couple of options for taking this guy down.
If I linked with them, what would happen? I could throw it at him. That would work. Oh, that guy over there. Large coffee table. What if I linked it with the folding screen? No, I don't like that. I don't like that one. I prefer the coffee table, I think. Though saying that, throwing him would be better. So
This one
yeah,
might be
let's.
tricky. Any ideas?
I've got it covered, Al.
Oh, it's not a very nice way to talk to her. I'll stick with that one. Oh, that guy again. Did you just call him Alf? No, call him Al. He didn't call him Alf, he called him Al, but yeah, close enough. Marble pillar, yeah. That'd work. Then there's that one guy outside, isn't there? Got link in with the balcony railing.
Bruce, have you formulated your plan of attack?
I'm
Yes.
going in.
Very good, sir. Your turn to crash his party.
Here we go. We all prepared for this. This is gonna be good. Oh, hello. Gotcha! Throw him. Whoop. Throw it. Yeah! That was scared. Why am I scared? Whoa! Ah! Bah! Missed. Oh no, I didn't. Ah! Whoa! Oh! That was close. Hello, friend. Are you gonna shoot me, are you? Okay. Go on then. Shoot me. Whoa! Bye. down there, please. Oh, hello, fatty.
Goddamn circus freak!
Oh, no. Oh, he just killed us too. Okay.
Show yourself! You got no goddamn right! I run Gotham!
Actually.
The hell?
Get him. Ow!
How about this one?
Oh,
You can't sneak up on me. BMP armed.
no. He's in front through the hole in the door. Oh, God. Oh! Ah!
Yeah. You think that's gonna work? I'm gonna light up this whole goddamn place!
Oh, where's the
Get your
batarang
goddamn
gone?
hands
Did
off
it
my
sink
suit.
into him?
You know who my lawyers... My
That one,
lawyers
that
are...
Fire.
Stay down, Falcone. We can end this now.
You got a lot to learn, kid.
Oh, God.
Explosives armed.
Oh,
Fire
bang,
when
bang,
ready.
bang. This game is so good already, isn't it? Get it. Yes! Tick, tick, tick. Woo! Eee. Oh, you're not having that.
You've lost, Falcone.
I can go a few more rounds. All right.
The chemicals. Where are they?
What?
I found your calling card at the docks. The White Rose.
You think I wanted to lead you here? Yeah, something reeks about this whole thing. And it ain't a dead bat.
Still want to play games?
We're all being played here, including you. Those chemicals you're so riled up about, they're mine, all right? But someone is trying to cut me out of the deal, because I did not make that mess at the docks.
Then who did?
No, we're done. Gotham's watching now.
Good point.
Go ahead. Give him a show. I'll be walking free by tomorrow morning. Gotham. Oh, wait. Christ almighty.
Spill it, Falcone! While you still can.
It's the Waynes. They're behind all this.
What do you mean?
You wanna save this city? Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
Thanks for the assist. Now we only have to take one of you down. Open fire!
Waynes are the gangsters. That's a bit of a twist.
Fire and smoke could reportedly be seen from street level. Tonight, the Skyline Club, a high-rise mafia hangout in downtown Gotham, was the arena for a clash between the notorious Batman and alleged mob boss Carmine Falcone, who was found dangling over a 50-story drop. Bet Falcone loved that view. Though I'd say the crime boss getting his is well overdue, Falcone has slipped through the law's grasp for years. But after this dramatic arrest and evidence released by the GCPD's Lieutenant Gordon, Falcone's going away for a long, long time. And speaking of newly uncovered criminal dealings, this brings me to the story everyone is talking about: the Wayne family. For generations, the big W on the Wayne Enterprises Tower was a reassuring sight. You knew that there was something pure at the heart of Gotham, that this city, for all its faults, was built by good people. But with Thomas and Martha's shining reputation called into question, we no longer have such assurances. And even worse, it seems the apple hasn't fallen far from the tree. Gotham's greatest son, Bruce Wayne, seen here shaking hands with Carmine Falcone, may be just as crooked as his parents. In his defense, Wayne fired back saying,
This story about my family is exactly that. A story. It's a work of fiction all the way through.
in a world where the Waynes, our golden family, are corrupt, who are we left with? Who can Gothamites look up to? The supposed hero Batman? Only time will tell. Meanwhile, we'll keep digging for the truth. But the prominent feeling throughout Gotham is that the Waynes' time in the sun is ending.
Oh, I shouldn't have shaken hands with Carmine Falcone, to be honest.
The suit, the car, this entire cave.
Master Bruce?
Everything I built! I created all of this because I didn't want any more innocent people to die! If Falcone's telling the truth about my parents, then what the hell did we do this for?
Bruce,
What have you been hiding from me? Alfred!
Oh. Wow. And that's that. Episode 1. So, let's go through these. Did you stick up for Harvey in front of Falcone? Me and 67.1 of players defied Falcone by inviting Harvey to the private meeting. Did you provide a quote for Vicky's story? You and 85.4 of players chose to control the emerging Wayne story and provided Vicky with a quote. Did you break the dock shooter's arm? You and 51.3 showed mercy in your interrogation. Who did you give the Falcone data to? Oh good, okay, 72.4 of players gave the Falcone data to Lieutenant Gordon instead of making the information public through Vicky Vale. How did Batman deal with Falcone in the end? You and 82 of players showed restraint and handed Falcone over to the police safe and sound. Yeah, don't beat him up, ain't worth it. It's only 9:22, so I could probably start the next one. I go to school, do you? Who are you? Sorry, for some reason I can't think. I can't quite think. Alright, you're in year 8, okay. Oh, fair enough. By the way, I don't automatically subscribe to people who, Oh, is that how many you have? That's good. Fair enough. Oh, the stream ended earlier, didn't it? Forgot about that. Yeah, but I don't automatically subscribe to like people just like that. It's not what I do. Just saying. Well, thank you. I've been doing this channel for a while actually. How long have you had your channel? I've had mine for like 2-3 years. Like 3 years? Yeah, I will start it. Just have patience, okay? Have patience. I will start it though. Can't stop sneezing. It's really annoying. Right, better start this episode. I am so... Hold on. randomly started sneezing, and I'm gonna keep going for like 10 minutes probably. Because once I start sneezing, I don't stop. I don't stop lightly. Your parents laugh so much. It's funny that you're able to hear it. Like, it surprises me you're able to hear it. Am I really loud then? Am I like really, really loud? Or am I the right sort of... Am I the right, like... Am I the right volume? That's the question. Because if I'm not the right volume, that's something to worry about. Oh, that's good then. Because sometimes my volume's like really bad and it's really quiet, and like all of the gameplay you can hear over it. Oh my god, are you serious? Hopefully I'll stop soon. If not, I'll stop it from coming.
When your parents died, they left me as caretaker of their estate, their son, and their secrets. I would never betray them. Your parents were good people, Bruce. No matter what that thug Falcone told you.
Then swear to me there's no truth to it.
The evidence you brought me on Falcone held up. Maybe I misjudged you.
Now Batman's beating up mobsters too. Wonder who he's after next.
Hell of a view.
Bruce, the Wayne name is toxic. I have to do what's best for my campaign. What's best for Gotham. I have to distance myself.
I will find the truth. Along with anyone who stands in my way.
Follow Batman's adventures wherever comics or books are sold. What? Yeah, oh no. This is one that I remember. Episode 2, Children of Arkham. An old friend becomes a new adversary as Bruce learns more about the Wayne family legacy, and Batman escalates the fight against crime and the corruption throughout Gotham. Start episode 2. Sadly, I mean, I thought they were going to be longer, and sadly they're not as long as I thought. If that's episode 1, that's way shorter than Minecraft Story Mode and Back to the Future. I wonder if I'm able to get them on here, the Back to the Future Telltale series, because that was amazing. I finished it, but it was amazing.
A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Well, there's always a sequel.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together, we will change Gotham. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale, not interested, and reporter for the Gotham Gazette. Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Your father knew which hands to shake.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous.
This is Selina.
How many?
I'd have to count the pieces. Falcone's calling card.
The chemicals. Where are they?
We're all being played here, including you. Somebody! It's the Waynes. Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
Well, at least Falcone's being put behind bars. Also, apparently, Bruce gets put behind bars. I hope not, though. This game series adapts to the choices you make. The story is tailored by how you play. Okay, you told me that the first time. Let's do this. No, no. Apparently, he does get put in prison, and he goes crazy when he comes out. Unless that's something else, that might be a different thing. There's actually like a really small Batman VR game, but I've looked and it's not really that great. It's like an experience more than anything. Only lasts like 2 minutes.
Only you now, Master Bruce. I thought I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us. But you should see this. I know you come here for solitude, Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld. This isn't going away. It's all so public and messy.
Tell me all of this is a lie.
I wish I could. There are no angels in Gotham, Bruce. Maybe there never were. I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
I don't know what to say.
Thomas was a good man in many ways, but he was not immune to temptation. Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
Working with Falcone and Hill. I expected a regular accounting, not a pact with the devil.
Your father was a good man in many ways, but this was his
No, I
undoing.
didn't expect this. I hadn't seen this.
I want you to know, I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then, they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you. I hope you can forgive me.
How could I hold this against you? You're all I've got, Alfred.
Thank you. I won't let you down again. This is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
He got careless. Criminals always do.
You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
Searching Ali to remember the past, he just said detail. Yeah, that I was gonna point that out actually. The fact he said detail instead of detail. Detail. Yeah, I was gonna point that out. I didn't bother though.
I want him standing here. Right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
I only want to ask him one question. Why? My parents could have given him anything. Why would he just shoot them?
He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
What else? Is there anything other than that graffiti that I saw? You pick up all the options I would choose. Will I pick up every option? Because I want to look at every single option. Can I look at Alfred? I can talk to him. I want to talk to him.
Think back to that night, as hard as it might be to do so.
Thank you, Alfred. Graffiti.
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I can't picture him as a criminal. Not the kind I deal with.
In that moment, he was simply your father.
This is really sad. Theatre. Look at the theatre.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gunfires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
She was always so good to me. I bet you'll discover something she did or something. Probably.
Stay back!
Take whatever you want!
Nothing personal, just business. They told me you had it coming.
You don't have to do this.
Don't fuck on me. He's making a mistake.
Oh, I remember that scene in the Arkham Knight series. Arkham Knight, just generally.
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a mugging. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Watching that for the 100th time, yeah. Oh, Carmine Falcone. nose. Assassination. Oh, that's not good at all. GCPD. Haha.
But getting you in to see Falcone like this, I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking.
Oh, it's that
Now,
guy
don't get
there.
me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water.
No, no.
I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Look, I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time we brushed shoulders with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least know what I'm getting myself into.
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait, what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but just try and keep it cool in there. I don't want any headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Gentlemen, we finally put Falcone in his cage. Now, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing.
I gave him some evidence against Falcone.
More like a catalog of his entire criminal empire. It's a case that'll put Falcone away for life.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
Nice job bringing in Falcone. Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
We're keeping Falcone in the infirmary. He's lucky he didn't get roughed up more. I could tell Batman wanted to kill him, but he held back. He cares about doing the right thing.
Well, whoever he is behind that mask, I say Gotham's lucky to have him.
Yeah, it's great to know he's out there watching over the city.
All right, Falcone's inside. You say what you gotta say. We'll be out here.
Oh no, it's this really bad, like intro sequence sort of thing. Children of Arkham.
The hell? Bruce Wayne? You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week. Just like every other time they tried to put me away.
We need to talk, Falcone.
You weren't so eager the
Yeah,
last
exactly.
time we
It
met.
looks so photoshopped.
But then, I knew you'd come around. Especially after the press got their teeth into you. You're your father's son. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins.
Until you sent Joe Chill to kill him.
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pup digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. I tried to get through to you at Dent's party. But you showed me the door.
Convince me then. Tell me a story about our big, happy family.
There it is. Now I got you hooked. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
I'd say eases pain. I'm just worried they're gonna think I'm
40 years I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss. It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you?
I'm not a murderer.
No, you're not. That's why you were kept in the dark. Much better, kid. Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch. I think you got more of her in you, tell the truth.
I lost her so young. I hardly remember anything about her.
She had steel in her, did Martha. She was the only one that ever had a hold on your father.
Until you hired an assassin to kill them both.
What, you really think I hired Chill? Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that.
What?
They're waiting for you in hell! The bastard had to die.
Oh no.
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out! Go! Go!
Oh no. Kill Falcone. Never know. Oh wait, is this that sickness thing? I think there's like a sickness or that drug. That drug that made that guy go crazy. Maybe that's what this is. That thing that was put into his head that made him go like and rip that guy's
I bought
face
us
off.
some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
Just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and we're investigating. The usual.
Someone planned this for a reason.
Even if that's true, the simple fact is she gunned him down in his hospital bed.
Because it did it to that other officer,
Lieutenant,
didn't it?
Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Oh, Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she did this.
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
How come he's always on the line? It's like
looking
he's
into
always
it,
got
but
one of
I need
those in his
access to the
ears, just
back
waiting for him to say
anything I
something.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
because you saw those veins on her lip? Yeah, the skin, look at that. He's so eager to wait. Scan that.
Fresh injection site.
Oh.
That doesn't look like blood.
She was injected with something. And her mouth's got veins on it.
Her veins. Still visible beneath her skin. Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Of course. I'll be in touch.
I even had to control swiping up.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne? What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened. Everything is such a blur.
It's not good, Sergeant. You shot Falcone.
I did what? No. God, it's true.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talked big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then I just felt light, like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what. The reasons why I should've, they were a million miles away.
Like you were hypnotized? Under some mind control?
Not mind control, more like my impulse control was gone. My anger was the only thing that mattered. I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Cobblepot said something similar.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. How is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, hey, don't worry about that now.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do.
Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce!
Why is your finger on your ear, sir? How do they not ask that?
What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown?
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off. Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Where did you get that?
So it's true?
No, I didn't say that.
Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate Prison for life. A day after he showed up at your house. And now you're here. You can't afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened. Just give me something to run with.
You're fishing. You don't have anything. Now, if you'll excuse me.
You should talk to me, Bruce. This is coming out whether you stonewall me or not.
Why wouldn't she come out of somewhere? Like, seriously, she needs to go away. Yeah, she is very nosy.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself, or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor. The residue I scan on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found at the docks.
You called it, didn't you?
Let's see what we got.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Murder at the hands of Montoya. That's not justice.
Whoever did this was judge, jury, and executioner. No one should act as all three. I hope he told you something before he was killed.
It was obviously going to be him.
What did you learn from him?
Practically family, he said.
Family? Funny, I don't recall any Sunday dinners with the mob.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the two compounds.
Montoya sample, doc sample.
The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control.
Sorry, I keep going
This refined drug is like a weapon. It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses. Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you? Oh.
Considering the amount they stole from Falcone, they could build a small army of remorseless assassins.
The thought is chilling. Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Select a drone to search for Oddball's cell phone signal. I'm gonna say the end one.
Find her now! Send a strong message.
Surely he would get a new phone. Yeah.
Bring me her head!
Bring me her head. Let me me guess, another abandoned building. Could be.
Yeah, there you go. You'll be alright. You're right.
Skyline Club. Is that where he is?
The Skyline Club? Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
Oh, who's it being sent to? Huh? I don't know. I want to know what Ozzy's got to do with this. Is he like this with this whole... Well, he did say something about revolution. Did he make the drug? Is he enforcing the drug on people? Oh.
Come on, I know there's gotta be more around here. The man probably had millions in his sock drawer alone.
If Falcone finds out I helped you, he'll kill me.
Your boss won't be doing much of anything. Ever again.
Oh, it's that big muscular guy. Is that... what's his face? Who is that guy? Oh, he looked happy as well.
You lot, come check out this office. Where is... I don't know! Please! Names. Hey! You can help me. What?
Hello, who's that guy?
Let him go.
Batman!
It looks like Solomon
It's
Grundy.
about time. You killed a
Obviously not
crime
Solomon
boss.
Grundy, though.
You'd expect
Looks
a word
like
of thanks from Gotham's #1 vigilante. Oh, don't worry. I'll pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen. They'll be pleased to know you think so highly of their work.
You used an innocent cop to do your dirty work. I know how you've been using the drugs you stole at the docks. Where are they?
Is this about Falcone? We all saw how you felt about Falcone. Pounded him into a pulp on live TV. If you were truly the defender of this city, you'd have finished the job yourself. Admit it, Falcone deserved to die. Vermin like Falcone, they deserve to be stomped out. Believe me, I know.
I don't kill my enemies.
Maybe that's why you got so many. Might be time to reconsider. As a show of good faith,
His voice though,
I'm
yeah.
gonna let this one go.
He sounds a bit stupid.
How's about we talk this through? We helped you with Falcone. Now, if we could just cut out the rest of the rot, like Wayne and Hill, ordinary folks might be able to breathe.
What is it about this place that attracts criminal scum like you? You're going to attack the mayor? That's not going to happen.
Attack? Absolutely not. Mayor Hill's
He does sound a bit strange, doesn't he?
Here's the thing. I actually admire you, Batman. We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big plans for Gotham.
They found Catwoman. What do you want with her?
Who is the
We had
big
a
guy?
deal.
He
She
looks
didn't
like
make
Solomon
good.
Grundy. He's not, but he looks like
sorry this didn't work out, mate. I'd stay to watch. I would, but I still got a Catwoman problem to deal with. Oh, what's her name again?
Selina.
Yes! Oh, beautiful name.
Oh, what? Oh, no. Well, he's dead. Give me a second. Solomon is in Gotham and he's actually good. Really? Now this guy is Roland Resmond. Oh, it's Blockbuster. Oh, it's Blockbuster. Okay, sorry. I should have known it was Blockbuster. How can I be so dumb? Oh, Jesus. How was I dumb enough to not know that was Blockbuster? It does look like him. Hold on. I just thought he looked a little bit like Solomon Grundy, but he's too bald. The colours in my like stupid sense. I'm surprised that Solomon's good though. That does surprise me. But okay, Solomon is good there. Right, this Roland Resmond needs to die. Whoa, I didn't. He acts really dumb. Well, I can imagine he's like I don't know, like a zombie. They got hit by this guy. Yeah, I can try harder than this. Whoa, okay. Bye.
Alfred, track down Selina Kyle.
I'll find her right away.
A big fan. I just got a trophy. A big fan. I need to talk to urgently. Stack decks to be ammo capes. The stacked deck. Fair enough.
Is that Bruce Wayne?
You really think he'd show up here? You here?
You lost? Because I don't have time for tourists. Looks like you walked into the wrong bar. Flash money like that in here, you better be ready to fight. I got customers who knife a man for less.
Selina Kyle. Where is she?
Hey, don't I know you? It is you. Knew it. The cops take all your fancy clothes?
Are you trying to lay low? Of course, you're not really the low-lying type.
Nice to meet you.
Frank. Yeah. Funny seeing you here. So much in the papers.
Whole other thing, meeting the man in real life.
You're shorter than I thought you would be.
Leave him alone, Frank. Man's just trying to have a quiet drink.
You didn't seem to mind the company. Whatever.
Selina, I need to tell you something important.
Better be an apology. You were supposed to take care of our mutual problem. Instead, you just pissed him off.
That's why I'm here. You're in danger.
I've had rats on my tail all day.
The man who hired you, his name is Oswald Cobblepot.
Never heard of him.
He goes by Penguin.
Penguin? Shit. Ugh, you've got to be kidding me. You should have just killed me on that rooftop. I'm dead anyway. When you screw someone over, you really screw them. The Penguin.
Penguin can't take on both of us, and I'm not going anywhere. Clearly you know something about him.
I only know him by reputation. I'm surprised you never heard of him. He's a big deal across the pond. He's more dangerous than you think.
I grew up with Oz. He's the first real friend I ever had.
I'm not surprised. Questionable morals and a penchant for theatrics. You two have a lot in common.
Yeah, it's convenient how
The question is, why Gotham? Why now? It's not like he's hurting for crime syndicates abroad.
He stole mind-altering chemicals from Falcone.
Drugs aren't really Penguin's M.O.
Well, maybe he's branching out.
Well, I'm not sticking around here to find out.
Oswald, Penguin is about to unleash God knows what on the city. You can't just leave.
A good reason not to be here when he does. You want to stay? That's your choice.
Whatever Penguin is planning, innocent people will end up in the line of fire.
Innocence. Not me. Bruce, sweetie, the gallant knight thing, it really is adorable. But what would Harvey think? The two of us, working together. After all, I'm not really an all work and no play kind of girl. Harvey knows that.
You and Harvey, it's pretty clear you aren't just friends.
Please, I'm just toying with him. I only take my claws out for someone special. You and I...
Get out of the way! Don't wreck my bar.
Well, Bruce, you were right.
Selina Kyle, Penguin says hello. Beat it. We're here for her. If you care about your own skin, you'll get the hell out.
Punch him. Just him. Oh, boy, it's so fun. That worked. Was that a smile? I should have. I think everyone does anyway. Oh god. Whoa! Don't get him.
Not done yet. they want more.
Then let's give it to him.
Oh. Oh, I like that. This guy thought he was smart. Oh. Oh. Oh, I missed. He looks really happy. Like, look at him. He actually looks really happy to have done that. Better do that again.
You fight pretty good. For such a pretty boy. Come on, this way.
Quick, check the alleyway!
You see anything?
Negative. Let's check the other side.
How are they that dumb?
Are we alone?
She got shot.
Yeah, we're alone.
Oh, I thought she got shot. Her face. Not her face, her, I don't know. I don't know. Let's ship it.
Let's get out of here.
Okay, maybe not.
I'll take the rooftops. You take the alley.
Wait. Yes or no, will you help me stop Penguin?
I'm gonna say maybe, but only because he's trying to kill me.
Pretty good reason to say yes.
You shouldn't trust me, you know.
Why does he always fall for her? He just does.
Alfred, I'm uploading the contents of the smartphone to the back computer. Check to see if there's anything on the phone we can use.
Processing it now. Is everything all right? There are quite a few police cars convening on your location.
It's fine. Has the back computer found anything yet?
Bruce, there are a number of messages here. All from Mayor Hill.
Mayor Hill?
The last voicemail is his. Listen to this.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same.
This is very shady indeed. Whatever they're talking about, it doesn't sound good.
I should have guessed. What else is on there?
Looks like they were in contact many times.
If Hill's talking to Penguin, he must know something. It's time I paid him a visit.
I agree. The mayor must have answers, but if I may offer a word of advice. People look up to Batman after how you handled Falcone. Terrorizing the mayor could damage that goodwill. Then again, Batman's methods would certainly get him talking immediately. Bruce would have to depend on his guile to loosen Hill's lips.
To be honest, we don't really want to lose that, like... I don't know, we don't want to lose the good sort of dependent sort of thing. We don't really want to lose it. I'd say as Bruce. We could go as Bruce, or alternatively go as Batman. This is hard. I'm gonna have to go with Bruce, just because it's not worth risking.
Go Going as Bruce is the smart choice.
I'll do this. Wait. I'll do this, but I'm gonna have to end it like shortly afterwards. I'll only do this like quickly.
Sorry, the mayor's busy. Do you have an appointment? The mayor's doing debate prep. He really can't be disturbed right now.
You're really telling me that Bruce Wayne needs an appointment?
But the mayor...
We'll be fine. And if he fires, he'd just come to work for me. Deal?
Bruce Wayne? Finally, you've come to see me. Of course, only after your name's been dragged through the mud. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad to see you. But you're a day late and a great many dollars short.
This isn't a social call, Hill. I'm here for answers.
Well, well, straight to business. And I was going to have Deborah make you a martini. Your father and I, we took this city and made it ours. Falcone too, rest his soul. We built everything we have. You were born with it. A soft boy like you wouldn't understand what it takes to rise to the top.
Oh, I understand. Very well.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same. Sounds like me.
It is you.
So, what's your point? I take it you have one. Or are you just fond of my dulcet tones?
Why attack me? Because of Dent and the campaign?
I'm in Cobblepot's crosshairs, same as you.
But you fed them dirt on me.
Only the files I seized from Wayne Manor. Your father, Falcone, and I, we had ways of getting anything we wanted. How do you think your family got the land for Wayne Tower? Cobblepot wants retribution because we took his family's land. Oswald's family signed it over to us, along with the rest of their assets.
If that's true, maybe I can make it right.
Noble, but naive. It was so long ago, there's nothing left of the Cobblepot estate. Maybe if I could count on you as an ally, I could use the powers of my office to help you make reparations. There's so much more I could share, if only we were friends. I could help you deal with Penguin, let you in on some family history. But I'm caught in a dogfight for my political career, and my rival has bottomless pockets. Now, if that rival were to say, drop out, or his advertising spend were to dry up, I might have a lot more resources for helping a new friend.
Sure. I could do it. I guess I could trust him. I mean, he's the mayor.
Fine. That's what it takes to earn your friendship.
I knew you'd see the light. It's time we really talked. Power is an old oak. The trunk stands strong, but it's the roots that hold it up. And the thickest of them lead to Arkham.
Arkham Asylum?
Your father, me, Falcone, we used it to get our enemies out of the way. Drugged and declared them insane. It made it easy to take their things. Thomas was the doctor. I leveraged my political power to ease the transfer of assets. Falcone was the muscle. He had his own way of making problems go away.
My father... I can't believe he'd be part of that.
It doesn't matter if you believe. Penguin does, and he's not happy about it. Gotham was chaos before we took control. At least now there's a semblance of order. Listen, Bruce. Now that we're back on the same side, your father's last gift to me, they're yours. The keys to the city.
Thank you.
Hamilton. Call me Hamilton. Penguin's gathered quite a few victims to his crusade. But that's a problem for another day. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to prep for the debate. My door is always open, Bruce. Next time, make an appointment.
Whatever deal you made with Penguin, he won't honor it.
Don't worry about me. He's not the first to take a shot at me.
Alfred, get a warning to Gordon. Tell him to increase security at the debate.
Where did she go?
Hill seems to think he's safe, but Penguin's still out there.
Did you not see that woman wasn't sitting at her desk? As much as it, the incumbent, however you pronounce that, as much as it pains me to say this, I'm gonna have to end it here. Not like directly here, but I will have to like end it.
I wonder what else is on here.
I'll put it in, but when I go
As
to the
per
next
your
area,
request,
then
Lieutenant Gordon has tripled security at the debate.
Thanks, Alfred.
surprisingly not hyper.
It's a plan
no,
of the old
tired.
Monarch Theatre.
The auditorium where the debate's being held. I hacked into the image feeds from the security cameras at the auditorium.
Just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Hills, details about your father. They must have been quite upsetting. I can't imagine how you must feel.
To hear their crimes detailed, first by Falcone, then by a snake like Hill. It makes me question myself.
I don't know, I wish I could.
You shouldn't, Bruce. You are your own man.
I wish I could hack into stuff.
And the city needs you, now more than ever.
Yeah, it is so easy for him. He can just do it. I wish I could hack so well. I would use that to my advantage. I'd hack into, like...
leave you to it, then.
I'd hack into, like, more... I'd hack into, like, people's accounts who I don't
Attorney
like and
Harvey Dent appears to be hitting some potholes on his path to the mayor's office. Despite the backing of billionaire Bruce Wayne, rumors persist that the candidate is having trouble paying his campaign staff and making ad buys. A Dent spokesperson said these rumors are nothing more than a smear tactic, perpetuated by the incumbent Mayor Hill's campaign.
Right, what?
In
The Gotham
other
feed.
news, nobody goes to Gotham's dive bars expecting a quiet night out, but police say a brawl tonight at the Stack Deck Bar in Otisburg was the rowdiest one in recent memory. Reports say multiple arrests were made, with all the suspects taken into custody while unconscious. Police are seeking an unidentified man and woman who were seen in conversation with the assailants shortly before the fight.
Someone has to stop Falcone
Gotham
by...
District
Oh,
Attorney
shut up!
Harvey Dent appears to be hitting some potholes on
You
his
said that
path to
twice,
the
shut
mayor's
up.
office.
Someone has to
Despite
stop
the backing
Falcone. No, actually. I'm not listening to that all over again. I'm not listening. Yeah, it repeating. I'm not listening to that again. I'm gonna mute it. Right. Someone has to stop Falcone by Irene Dota. Gothamites have been patiently waiting for mob boss Carmine Falcone's incarnation for decades. For some, that patience is wearing thin. Well, he's dead now. The police can't touch him, God won't strike him down, and I'm paying a fortune in taxes for what? Said downtown shopkeeper Samuel Slater. So, when a local television station aired dramatic footage of the Batman incapacitating Falcone, only to be driven away in a hall of police gunfire, some wondered if the police shouldn't be thanking Batman instead. That's a good point. As far as I'm concerned, let the Batman do what the courts and the police can't, Slater commented. His frustration is well justified, having filed an extortion complaint against Falcone over a decade ago. His complaint was dismissed for a lack of evidence, and Falcone again walked free. Police raid Wayne Properties by Julia Martins Gotham City Police carried out a massive raid on multiple properties connected to billionaire Bruce Wayne yesterday, including Wayne's multi-million-dollar mansion in Bristol County. According to a source close to the investigation, GCPD was acting on a warrant to seize assets and files related to Wayne Enterprises. The company has recently come under scrutiny after possible mob connections and other corruption charges recently came to light. Wayne Enterprises chairwoman Regina Zellerbach, however you pronounce that name, strongly disputed the allegations in a statement telling the Gazette. Telling the Gazette, Wayne Enterprises is happy to cooperate with authorities in this matter. We have every confidence they will find no evidence of wrongdoing. The latest polls show Dent and Hill tied. Oh, is that so? New poll numbers finding incumbent Mayor Hamilton Hill and challenger Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent locked in a statistical dead heat as the race for Gotham City Mayor heads into its final weeks. Both men hope their upcoming televised debate to be held at Wayne Memorial Auditorium will be the event that gives one of them a lock on voters' hearts and minds. Sorry, I keep jumping over my words. It's very annoying. Sorry that I pause every now and again. It's just to catch my breath as well as catch my throat sort of thing. Expert like that. I was talking too much to start again. Give me a couple seconds. It's okay, you're tired. I am very tired. Terribly tired. Okay. After this, I am probably going to end it though. Experts find the latest poll results surprising, considering the deep well of resentment many voters have against Mayor Hill, and the vast resources Dent commands. They suggest it points to possible overconfidence on the part of the Dent campaign when assessing Hill's perceived weakness. Doc's shootout suspect escapes custody by James Hagopian. Who is this James Hagopian? I want to meet him and say hello. The main suspect in the horrific Doc's massacre is missing, according to a spokesperson for the GCPD. The man, whose identity is still unknown at this time, escaped from the back of a police van shortly after being taken into custody at the Gotham docks. He's suspected of being one of the gunmen at the brutal shootout that resulted in multiple casualties, including several GCPD officers. That thing is still repeating down the bottom. That's really annoying. Police are still seeking answers, but a source close to the investigation says the brutal nature of the crime has made it particularly difficult for the officers assigned to it. Carmine Falcone murdered in police custody. Now this is what I like. By Vicky Vale. Oh, God, go away. Carmine Falcone, the notorious Gotham City crime boss, has been killed while in police custody. Reports say Falcone died from injuries sustained in a shooting that took place inside GCPD's downtown headquarters this morning. The identity of the killer or killers is still unknown, and no one in the department is talking. Anthony Gatti, Falcone's attorney, told the Gazette, of course she's so nosy. It's actually annoying. There's a conspiracy of silence, and we're going to sue everyone until someone starts talking. Falcone had been in police custody less than 24 hours before he died. No, when he died. He was apprehended by the masked vigilante Batman the night before. Distrust is Gothamite's biggest concern by Wilson Yee. That's a new guy. Typo. Yeah, I saw your typo. I was a bit like, what? The results of a survey of Gazette readers reveals a widespread distrust in the institutions that support Gotham City. From the mayor's office all the way down to the street sweepers taken as a whole, it shows City gripped by paranoia and fear. Look at the mayor, he's such a gay man. Sorry. 9 out of 10 residents describe Gotham as unsafe or dangerous, and 7 out of 10 said mayor changes needed to happen soon or they would move away, even if it meant unemployment or other hardships. Interestingly, Batman appeared to evenly divide readership, with half of respondents saying he made the city more secure, and the other half saying he made it less secure. Gotham after Falcone. Who do we want to be? Right, by Roosevelt Hicks. Oh, that poor woman, look at her. I feel so sorry for her. She did nothing wrong. She was injected with that stuff. When people talk about Gotham City, they talk about crime, and for the past 5 decades, crime in Gotham City had a name. Carmine Falcone. His criminal empire was rumored to be worth millions, and whispers of his influence are heard throughout the police department, City Hall, and beyond. Yeah, she's so nice. Yeah, she was like so kind, and yet she had to get shot up like that. So what happens when the man behind the myth finally shuffles off to this mortal coil? Without Carmine Falcone, what is crime in Gotham City? Furthermore, if our great city's single defining... That news report is still repeating. Yeah, I can see it down below. I keep seeing the captions come up and it's annoying. If our great city's single defining characteristic is called into question, then what defines us? If we are no longer shackled to the blight of an organised crime, then who are we? I'm loving this. To the citizens of Gotham City, we have the opportunity to reinvent ourselves. What do we want to be? Who knows? Right. Let's have a look at these again real quick. Okay, so there are a few updates. Well, actually every single one apart from Arkham Asylum is updated. So, we have... The more I hear about my father's life, the worse it gets. It's bad enough he had business connections to the likes of Falcone, but now Mayor Hill claims he robbed the very land Wayne Tower is built on from the Cobblepot family. I want the truth about my family, but increasingly I dread what I'm going to find. Sadly, they're deceased. They are dead. Right, After all these years, Alfred revealed things to me about my parents I'd never heard before. How my father engaged in corrupt business dealings with Carmine Falcone and Mayor Hill. He claims he kept this all from me for my own protection. Whatever his reasons, I still have questions that demand answers. The strain of recent events is starting to take its toll on our relationship. Harvey wasn't happy about getting me in to see Falcone, which quickly went south, and now I've promised his political enemy that I'll cut off my cash support. Unsure if I'll actually go through with it. He's got such a triangular head. Look at his triangular head, and that hair that just makes him look so dumb. Hamilton Hill, he looks so ugly. I confronted Hill, but the only way to get him to talk was to betray Harvey. He explained how he, Falcone, and my father took everything from Oswald's mother. Now I know why the Penguin is going after the Wayne estate. Hopefully, by working with Hill, I can outmaneuver Penguin before he makes good on his threats. What do they with Boxtons? They do, don't they? I forgot that I'm betraying Harvey, but I kinda have to. I rushed to warn Selina that Penguin was coming after her, and I rushed to warn Selina that Penguin was coming after her, and ended up trying to kiss her. She's a criminal by trade, and I should keep my distance, yet I can't seem to find myself. We both have to be careful, though. Penguin is dangerous, and he won't hesitate to exploit our personal connection if he discovers it. And you've got that new cop, Renee Montoya, that was her name, wasn't it? Jim Gordon says she's a good cop. True blue were his words. Yet someone got her to murder Carmine Falcone in cold blood, turning her into a pawn to further a mysterious revolution. Unless I figure out who's really behind the killing and why, she'll unfairly take the fall. And there's Carmine Falcone. He's now dead. Falcone's gone, killed by a police officer's bullet. However, his fate doesn't take my life any easier. His criminal influence over Gotham may be over, but I still don't have the answers I wanted from him. He manipulated others for years, but in the end, he became the victim of someone else's manipulations. Vicky Vale. Vale is relentless, and she definitely has a nose for news. Yep, nosy. She was at the station before I could get myself out of there. I didn't give her anything, but I'm guessing she will put the pieces together before too long. After what happened inside the GCPD's own headquarters, it's apparent that Gordon and his department are going to need all the help they can get. Whoever drugged Montoya and got her to kill Falcone did it right under the lieutenant's nose. He may be disdainful of Bruce Wayne, but he needs Batman now, more than ever. And then you got Potty. I introduced Penguin to the Bat. Not surprised he would be a fan. As strange as that might seem, the Penguin is obviously working on some bigger plan, but Selina is one in immediate danger. After what happened with Falcone, I don't intend to underestimate him again. Look at him. Just look at him. Still, yeah, the news is still repeating. Why would they make it repeat? That's really stupid. Population, 10 million. Carmine Falcone and Mayor Hill are the root of that corruption. They claim my family is involved too, but that can't be true. This city is like a living creature. It's always growing outward and upward. The people who live here are survivors. They have to be, and they deserve better than the corruption that infests this place. How many times do we need to hear it? Apparently forever and ever and ever. Carmine Falcone implicated my family in his corrupt businesses dealing with Mayor Hill. It's got to be a lie. Park Row, Gotham City. The spot where my parents were assassinated. The alley across from the Monarch Theatre is the place my childhood ended and the rest of my life began. Violently. Despite the fact that I've installed a plaque there to honour them, I made sure the alley has looked the same as the night my parents were shot. Why could I attempt to erase what can never be forgotten? Instead, I need to understand why they died. This is actually really good though, I have to be honest. Let's turn that back up now. Right.
A Dent spokesperson said these rumors are nothing more than a smear tactic.
Security cameras, let's watch them. Oh good, finally the news shut up. Right, so what we got?
Wait a minute. The images on these cameras haven't changed. Something's wrong.
Penguin's men may have commandeered the cameras on their end. We could just be looking at
what they want us to see. Warn Gordon that he may have visitors. I have to get down there, now.
You gotta love that beautiful Batmobile. And here's where I'm gonna have to end it. Sadly.
Harvey needs to get out of there.
Hey, Bruce. Man, I'm glad you called. I needed to talk to you, actually. Something's come up. Something that's... what?
Harvey, listen to me. Your life is in danger.
Because of Penguin and his thugs?
Thanks, but there is an army of security here. They have me in some back room until the debate begins.
For my own protection, they said. A bit of overkill, if you ask me.
It's not overkill, Harvey. It's a real...
Please. I need to
get this off my chest.
Look.
Bruce, I didn't want to do this over the phone, but...
my advisors are telling me that I need to...
that I need to
distance myself from you. Until all this mess with your family blows over. They're afraid it's not a very...
I get it. It's the smart move, but let's talk about that later.
I'm glad you see it that way.
What with the allegations in the press, and now this mess with Falcone, you're a
liability.
But here's the thing, Bruce.
Without your money...
I am dead in the water. I know this is a delicate topic, but I need you to keep me afloat.
I may have to trash you in public, but you and me, we'll know the truth about our friendship.
Forget your campaign for a minute. The money won't matter if you're dead.
Yeah, well, until I am,
it is still my primary concern.
Listen, I hate to push you,
but I need to know. Can I count on your money, Bruce?
Whatever it takes to save Gotham. That's what we wanted.
I'll always support you, Harvey.
Oh, thank you, Bruce. Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. To Gotham. I'm sorry, Bruce. The makeup person is here. Guess she needs to put on my face.
I hope you can still watch the debate somewhere. No matter what I have to say tonight, remember.
Half of one.
You are always my friend.
Harvey!
Jeez. This is gonna turn into something. And that is where we're ending it, ladies and gentlemen. So, this was really fun. I really enjoyed this. And I'm loving this game already. I'm gonna turn down the music for me a little bit. Oh man, I knew something was about to happen. Yep, those police officers, they tell you something. So, I think that's it. That's it. That's all we have. Not to spoil it, but I'm just gonna let you look at this image real quick. Just look at that image. Now I'll keep going. Just looking through these. Right. Choices. Did that image give you enough, like, you knew where I was coming from, didn't you? Right. This is where I end it. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I've really enjoyed this. I am tired as hell and I want to go to bed. So, that's what I'm gonna do. Not watching my own. Okay, right. Okay. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm very glad. Oh. For now, I need to take this thing off. Oh. That, my friends. That was Batman the Telltale series. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed that. I'm going to keep going until it is over and probably get like season 2. Because it's not like episode 2 because these are all episodes. It's like season. So yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. And I will see you in the next one. Yes, get a sequel. I might do, but I might not. Like, I will see. After I've played this, if the whole thing is good, then I'll get a sequel, because that's worth it. So yeah, until then, I'll message you, by the way, so yeah, I'll message you. Thank you for watching. I know I've said it like 200 times now, but thank you for watching. I'm actually going to end it now, so you're going to see like a pause and that'll be it. Because I'm actually ending it now. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out. Batman the Telltale series. I'm loving it already. 146. 30 seconds in, I win. Ta-ta.